Hello everyone, welcome to another Clown World. My name is Danny. Today we're going back to Tyrese, his ex-wife. She responded to the BACKLASH podcast show that she went to. So she responds to it. We're going to listen to her response. I personally feel like she still doesn't take any responsibility for what happened. And I also think that she was trying to find a way to make money from this bullcrap, but she said what she said. The internet came for her, and now we're going to listen to her response, and then we're going to respond to it. Let's go.
No!
She's laughing like a crazy person. Yo, that's like, she sounds like a crazy person. I ain't gonna lie, she sounds like a crazy person. Let's go.
A lot of things were blown out of proportion, but at the end of the day, if you watch the entire interview, I guarantee you'll have a different perspective than what we had. And so when we're talking about, oh, women don't take accountability, it's like, okay, well, if you're not creating that atmosphere for people to take accountability, they're not going to take accountability. That's the point. If you are going to attack people for their truth, y'all, even men that are on here, if your woman is asking you to be honest with her, right? If your woman is...
But the thing is, nobody's attacking her for her truth. People are just responding to what she said because, okay, so she's been with Tyrese. She got married to this man. She left him, tried to be this relationship guru and telling women how to love a man. It's okay. Maybe like, yo, we all out here hustling. We all have to find a way to make money. Do not go on the show and then when they ask you a question about what would you do different about your relationship with your ex, don't blame people for reacting towards the video that you blame people for reacting to a podcast that you went to and you open your mouth and you said something that you shouldn't have said. Tyrese responded and he said, yo, this is what really happened This woman like took my child, left me, then put a COVID mask on the ring bell, and then she went away. And I was on my way running back to come and save my relationship. But by the time I came back, she's gone. She took all her personal belongings and she's gone. Imagine that as you as a man coming back home and your wife has taken your children and she ran away. If they're willing to take everything away from you, you are willing to take everything away from them. So, I mean, she hurt the man. She hurt him so bad that this guy had to go and write a full album. A full album to tell the world how he felt, his pain that this woman gave to him. Yo, continue, man.
Asking you to be honest with her. And every time you're honest with her, either she reacts poorly or she weaponizes it after the fact. Are you still going to be open with that individual? No. You're not. You're not going to be. All I was trying to do is, if I'm posting content, I'm telling women, I'm telling men, take accountability, have a real, really when you heal.
So does that mean she's saying when she's posting stuff and she's telling men to take responsibility for everything they have done, or women too, does that mean she take responsibility for what she did to the man? Like leaving him and taking his child? Is she saying, yes, I fucked up and I'm sorry? I'm not perfect. I'm sorry. I don't hear her say that. She should have said, yo, I messed up and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did what I did to this man. But I hope I can move on and be strong and he can move on and be strong. And I'm happy for him in this relationship and whatsoever. But don't go to a fucking talk show and say, if I wish I would have done things different. Don't do that shit, because then you're opening a door that you do not want to open. Then people are gonna be like, "What the fuck? You fucked this guy's life up," and now you're saying you wish you can go back and turn the end of time. Doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that. Don't say shit like that, because you are opening yourself to a jar of cookie that you do not want to. because it's going to not. It's the reaction that you think you was going to get. She didn't get it. Now she's replying like, "Oh yeah, but she's crazy, man."
And so in my mind, I'm saying to myself, okay, Sam, I went to that thing, I prayed to God, I said, God, what do you want me to do? God said, be authentic. And I said, okay.
When some people always want to lie, they always bring God into it. I prayed to God and I told God that, let me speak my truth, God. I'm just gonna speak my truth, God. Let me do that, God. She got married in front of God. She promised that she would stay with her husband. She would love him. She would care for him. Blah blah blah. But then one day he went to work, and she left. Took his child. Now that's a sucker move, you know.
I jumped into the thing. We
most of you people who are living together with a woman, female, or females themselves. Eyelashes. My wife's eyelashes are everywhere. I find them on the sink. I find them on the table. I find them on the dining table. Sometimes I even find them on the sofa. Every fucking where. They're so she got a bunch of them everywhere. And when I throw them away, she got mad. If I throw them away, she doesn't like me to throw them away. But they're everywhere. They're everywhere. It's like an eye pandemic in my house. Look at this. Look at this. Can you see? Can you guys see this shit? Anyway, this is my life issues that I go through, and also a hair follows me everywhere. It's mad. Sometimes I take my shirt off, or I go to work and I have like my work clothes. It's there. I was like, this woman, she's like physically and mentally stalking me, but I love her though.
Change plan. We gonna talk about how you got to your decision, and if there's anything you regret about the process that you would, or how you would advise somebody else to do it. And so that's exactly what we did. You know, I was being as truthful without shaming another person as I could be, and that's what accountability is. But I do want to say that as a woman taking accountability in that particular instance, that would make me never want to do it again. If we want a certain behavior from people, if we want.
So basically, she goes, because she took responsibility for. Okay, she says she took accountability for the shit that she says, but then she would never do it again. The only reason why you will never do it again is because you know that the internet came for you. Like, she said what she said. Okay, cool, no problem. Then her life continues on, and then the internet decided, wagwan, you what? So she did a thing. Nobody have any issue with her saying what she said or doing what she do. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, okay, are you? My question is this: is she willing, instead of her making another video about whatsoever, why don't she just call her man, her ex, call him and said, "Listen, I apologize for what I said. I'm sorry." Done. He said on the video, if you really, really cared and you actually cared about me, why don't you get your lawyers off of my back?
Behavior from women. If women are the ones that we are complaining about that don't take accountability, which men and women don't take accountability, okay? And we don't talk about what accountability is. They don't feel safe. Why would they? You know, I think that.
So is she saying that she doesn't feel safe? Like, is she saying that people are threatening her? I mean, I don't get it. Like, is she not safe? I don't get it. Like, I really don't, for real.
I think that in my mind, like, at this point in my life, I've become a lot more secure about certain things. So I'm able to reveal a lot more on the social media space about my personal life, because I'm okay with it. You know, it is what it is. Most of the people that are commenting.
The only reason why she is, revealing so much on social media is because it's because of the money. She makes money, okay? She makes money online when she's spilling her bullshit. Like, If you woman, any woman out there, don't listen to this woman. Do not take advice from her. Why would you? She doesn't even know how to keep a marriage. I don't like what
about me or about my situation have no idea what I'm going through. They don't know the truth of the matter. A lot of people have.
That's what I'm saying. She says nobody knows what she's going through. Then explain to us. So instead of people just sitting out here and just commenting on your shit and making you feel a certain kind of way, maybe you should explain to us. Tell the world what you're going through. Maybe then people will understand. All we know is at the moment is that I won't say kidnap, that you took the child away from the man. Then you ran away from your husband. Then you went a divorce. Now you're suing them in court and you're asking for more. But yeah.
A lot of opinions, and they have no idea what the truth is. They're taking one person's word versus another person's word versus another person's word. Like social media is literally.
Yeah, but all this time, Madame Samantha, you've been the only one that have been talking about your ex. All this time, you've been the only one that have been saying shit about your relationship. This man didn't even talk about you. The only time the man talked about you is when he made an album and he was expressing how he felt. As an artist, as he is, like sometimes you don't talk, right? You write, like he writes songs. He writes songs and he sings his heart out. And like you can hear his pain in his songs. Like every artist out there do the same shit. Usher did it when Usher cheated on his girl. He wrote, and he's going to have a baby with another woman. He did that. Who told you to leave your husband? Nobody knows. We don't know. We are just here commenting on the beef that's going on between you and him. You keep mentioning him. He's going to react. He's going to reply. I mean, he's an artist. His name is out there. Tyrese, have you heard? Today, Samantha said this. Oh, this goddamn bitch, man. What the fuck?
Space where you can literally cancel somebody without any evidence at all. People would rather believe a lie without evidence than truth with evidence. That's how crazy this space is.
Welcome to 2023. What did they say? Remember the Me Too shit that was going on? Remember the Me Too shit? The Me Too? Like, they say they rather have, there's no evidence as long as the person said they have been raped. As long as the woman said she has been raped, that's it. It's Me Too. They didn't need no evidence to tell you, the evidence to prove that this person did what they did. They just by name, that's it. Like there are people who are stars. There are people who are stars that they've had their life destroyed by random motherfuckers. You have to go through all of that just because someone said, oh, he did this to me. Oh, she did that to me.
Don't create the atmosphere for people to do so. It's not safe. You want people to be honest, but it's not safe. It's not safe.
Samantha, you wasn't honest. And nobody said... You're not honest, woman. You're not honest. Tell us why did you left? Why?
Some women, women don't take accountability. Women don't take accountability. Woman takes accountability. Says, hey, I could have made a decision in a better frame of mind. I could have made a decision.
Yeah, but you said that you had people telling you different things. Therefore, that's why you actually went and left your husband. You had people that you shouldn't have had around you telling you that maybe you could do better off without your man. You decided that you don't want to be with him. Now, you are here telling women all kind of yibbity dabba, telling them how they can be great and amazing, which is all good. Girl power, which is all good. Why give all this motivational speech if you don't live through it yourself? The guy said, Tyrese says, you people don't want to know the first nigga this woman fucked, or the first woman, the first number this woman rang, or the first person this woman was fucking before. If I tell you that shit, that's gonna break the interwebs. And I was like, please, Tyrese, tell us. Tell us. Because Tell us, this is juicy. Like, yeah, he said he doesn't even want to say to the world what you did first, who you fucked first, or who you date first, or who you was chilling with first. He didn't want to say it. He said, I'm not going to say it because if I say it, that's going to break the interwebs. So you left him and you jumped straight to another person.
The better, I could have been more clear. I could have done it at a time. I could have filed at a time where I was more clear. I could have filed at a time where I really had I was more emotionally grounded and not highly upset in the moment. I could have done it at that time versus doing it that's really where I had the biggest issue. She's saying this social media climate half the day is not making safe space for women to bare their souls. The level of hate out there makes me sad. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. There's a lot of lies being put out there on the internet to paint me in a certain light. And I'm not going to get into that because that's not what today is about.
There's a lot of lies being said there on the interwebs to paint me in some kind of light. Well, people won't talk about your issue if you didn't bring it up. You started this conversation. You making people just guessing. Why don't you just come out and say why you left your husband? Why don't you come out and say this is what was going on? Why don't you come out and say it? Maybe if Tyrese was abusing you and all kind of shit. I don't know. Why don't you come out and say something? It's not our problem, but you're putting your problem on the internet and people are going to react to it. You don't like the reaction, that's your fucking problem, girl. I'm making this video. If I say anything wrong in this video and someone want to call me out for it, so be it. It's my problem because at the end of the day, I made this video. No one forced me to make this video. No one forced me to fucking record myself. No one forced me to put my microphone together and blah, 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 and all the stuff. No one did that. I did that on myself.
But if you really watch it and you really see it for what it is, it's very clear what's happening.
What's happening then?
It's very clear.
What's happening?
It's shamed so much for their truth. And then you wonder why
she keeps saying her truth, her truth, her truth. What the fuck is your truth? You're not saying it. Just because you keep saying my truth, I'm speaking my truth, my truth, my truth, I'm saying my truth. What the fuck is your truth? Your truth is money. You like money. Money is your truth. You like listen, okay. Tyrese said when he met you, you were not interested in fame. Who's doing social media right now? Who's been out?
Media is so superficial. So the very thing that we're complaining about, we create the atmosphere.
You did.
Because we're not creating an atmosphere that is safe for someone to share who they
Have you ever had someone who thinks just by using beautiful words, big words, that they think they're fucking smart? Have you ever had that person that you sit down with them, you're talking to them, and they use like words that you don't know, that you don't normally hear or whatsoever? They think they're so smart, but they're only saying gibberish. Everything they're saying makes no fucking sense.
Are and how they really feel. We're not creating a space. We're not creating a space where some woman can go on live with no makeup on and no filter on and feel comfortable. Because guess what? If she does that, she can get hate. Like,
yo, listen. She's lying out of her fucking face that you can go online as a woman without makeup, speak whatever shit you want to say. Nobody cares. The thing is, when a woman put makeup, that's a choice that a woman makes herself. Some women are just not comfortable with how they look. Some women don't think they naturally look good and beautiful. That's not a man's choice. Men don't force women to go and put makeup. Actually, women put makeup because they want to look better than other women. Men, most of us, we don't care about the way a woman look. Like, if I fall in love with someone, if I care about someone, I also want to wake up close to that person without makeup. If you always have makeup on, I don't see your real face, then how the fuck am I going to love you? Because I don't know who you are. I don't know how your real face look like. I need to know how you look like when you don't have makeup on. Are you beautiful? Are you ugly? I don't care. You think we men? Okay, there are some men out there putting makeup. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that most women think that we men, we actually give a fuck about how much makeup. Listen, when you are young as a man, maybe that's important. But when you grow up and you have a wife and you don't care. I don't care. Like yeah, I love my wife for how she is. You know, I love how she is. I have to wake up to her and see her every fucking time. That's me. That's my choice I made. That's my wife. You know, I've seen her in the good and the bad days. You know, she's seen me in my fucking worst days too. What do you think? She thinks the internet give a fuck about women who don't put makeup on. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Only women who are not comfortable with themselves give a fuck about that.
Get hate comments right now. Oh, you wearing no makeup, you look terrible, blah blah blah. I can get all that now. Right? You're not creating an atmosphere for someone to feel safe. And that's what we talk about. Oh, superficial, women are superficial, men are superficial. We don't have, what other infrastructure do we have? Most people took the 2 20-second, 10-second clips that were clipped out and obviously created a stir and a buzz, which is what it's supposed to. It's the culture right now. But if you really watch the content, my whole point and my whole goal of that particular interview was for me to basically share what I would have done differently. And I'm going to go over what those things were. First thing I said was that at the time of certain things, I when I filed, I filed in the heat of a moment. I was very, very hurt. I was very, very angry. I never said I regretted my whole decision. What I did say was, I regretted doing it in a moment where I was emotionally intoxicated.
But why did you
If I could take that back, I would. That doesn't mean I regretted the decision. I regretted doing it in a moment where I was highly emotional. So you know how this has kind of been blown out of proportion, but that's kind of what social media is. It's part of what it is. And you can't take the bad, you have to take the good with the bad, and so it is what it is. You know, shout out to Harley Initiated. I still think that if people watch the interview all the way through, y'all would know that a lot of this stuff is not really exactly the in-depth part of my relationship, or what led me to the decision of divorce. I didn't talk about any of the specifics. I'm not going to. I've always said that is not something I will ever address out of respect to my child's father, because regardless, we have a child, and I never, ever, ever want to be anywhere where I'm bad-mouthing him. I just don't think that that's the way to do it. We've already gone through a lot, so it's not for me to bad-mouth him in any way, shape, or form, which is why that interview was all about me just...
So basically, we're never going to find out what happened. Okay, cool.
Looking back, and hopefully somebody can get, if they're on that situation and they're considering divorce, they're considering certain things, there are certain things that I want people to take from that, so that hopefully you can make a good decision, the best decision for your situation.
Now, how do y'all feel about Samantha's take on creating a...
All right, so a lot to take in there. What I would say about this woman is, I personally feel that, if she didn't want to talk about her ex-husband and she didn't want it to be a topic of the day, I don't think she should have brought it up in the conversation while she was having her podcast interview. I think that the moment that she said that, she wished she could have done things different, I personally think that she knew what was going to happen. Now, there's a video out there where Tyrese is saying that apparently her lawyers tell her to go and have this interview. Maybe she must have some media coaching whatsoever. Say something like that, it'll bring a buzz, your name will go up. People talk about you, people want to find out about you. Maybe that's how you might get your channel out there and you might get big whatsoever. She brought it up in the conversation. That's why we are reacting to it. We're not reacting to it because someone just sat down and goes like, oh, Samantha said this. No, Samantha actually said, I wish I would have done things different, and I wish I've never should have listened to some people who were around me. She said that sentence, the 2 sentences she said. So if they clipped it on a podcast and then they put it on, you can't blame them because they know it's going to bring them buzz and it's going to bring you buzz. So you went to the interview. You said you're never going to back talk your ex partner, but then you say something like that, knowing that it might trigger your ex to reply back to you, which you did. I think that everything that this woman is saying is all about her. I think she's egoistic. She's manipulating. She is money hungry, and she is fucking seeking fame, and she wants to be famous. She wants to make it on her own, and she have people around her who are telling her what to say, when to say it, so that she can become the person that she wants to become. She wants to be famous. She wants to be a star. She wants to make it, which is not a problem. She can be famous, she can be a star, she can be everything, but then she keeps using her ex. She keeps saying shit about her ex so that she can be relevant, so that people can talk about her. The only reason why I'm even sitting here and making this video, because she talked about Tyrese. Talk about Tyrese, and then she's giving you all this fucking lip service, telling that how she, bro, come on, it's fucking 2023. You should know better. Like, you two have been together for 5 years, and then you divorced. You left the man, and the man told us why you left him, how you left him, what you did to him, how you hurt him. He made an album. He sang about the shit, but the shit didn't go your way. And I'm guessing there's going to be more. I bet you there's going to be more. I bet you this woman's going to come up with some more shit to say about her ex, so that she just can get that light shining at her and she can feel famous again. It's crazy. I don't understand. I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, I can rattle on and continue on about this Samantha woman. I do have another Tyrese video where he responds to this shit that she did. He responds to this shit. So yeah, the show must continue, and we are going to give you the best of the best. So I hope you guys are ready. Get your popcorns out next time when I come out. You know what I mean? Anyway, I hope you guys really like this video. If you do like the video, press like, subscribe to the channel. Let's get this shit popping. You know what? I must say, the last video I did about these people was quite great. I see some views. I see a lot of people watch, but some people don't press the like and subscribe. Come on, press the like, subscribe, boost me up on the thingy so that my video can go up. And you know what I mean, I feel like I'm begging for likes. Please, I beg you, please, I beg you, like and subscribe to my channel. So I can beat the YouTube algorithm. I got children to feed. Nah, jokes aside, just press like, subscribe to the channel, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next one.